Welcome to Lemon TV. I'm your host, Jason Rose. On this episode, we are going to be seeing a performance by and having a conversation with Owen Stewart, an incredibly talented singer-songwriter, band leader. He has a great soulful, classic 70s kind of sound, and I'm really excited to have them on the show. So welcome aboard, buckle up, Owen Stewart. We are here with Owen Stewart. Welcome to the show, Owen.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
I guess to start things off, let's start at the very beginning. How did you get started in music? What's your origin story?
I've been playing since I guess I was about 12 or 13. My dad always played drums and was in bands and stuff growing up, and there was always drums in the house. So I naturally gravitated to that, started playing. My brother Justin started playing drums as well. And my brother Adam started playing guitar. So we would all jam and we would take turns who's playing drums and stuff. And then I would always sing, to music and stuff, but it wasn't until we started a band and my brother wanted to play drums that I, started actually singing. And then, sang in bands with my brothers and stuff over the years, and then eventually started learning guitar and piano and stuff so I could write my own songs.
I heard that your dad was in, a pretty successful, to a degree, band back in the day. What can you tell us about that?
They were called Cats, and they were like a local kind of Philly band for a while. They got a showcase for Elektra Records, and they got the deal, and immediately got put on tour with Van Halen in 1980.
Wow.
And they were like, what? Like, how are we gonna do this? Different kind of style, They weren't as like bombastic rock and roll. I mean, they were rock and roll, but they were their own kind of rock and roll, and Van Halen is, the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
And so they did that tour, and they put out an album, and played for a little while, a few years longer, but sadly that was their only record they put out, self-titled, and it was by people that you can find some reviews online, and they're all good reviews and stuff, and anyone that's heard it has loved it, but it was just a case of the small band on a big label full of huge acts, and
yeah.
There's a million stories like that,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's and also I think he had my brother Justin and my brother Tommy, young kids and stuff. So I think the touring rock and roll lifestyle was kind of like, can't do it. You gotta be at home with the kids.
Oh yeah.
I always respect that and really kind of look up to him for that.
Well, I know it sounds crazy.
So, is it true that your performance here today is just like your 4th gig with this band?
Yeah, that's true.
That's amazing. I know that previously, I guess like one of the previous 3 gigs was the XPN Free at Noon.
Yep, first gig.
That was your first gig. Wow.
Yeah.
So that was like about a year ago. So you guys do not play very frequently, I suppose.
No, it's tough. I mean, it's a lot of people. Everybody's schedules, and it's just I like playing. You know, I mean, if you're touring, you're playing every day. But if you're not touring, I think playing too much, I mean, it gets boring, I think, for everybody, especially if you're playing the same set.
Right.
So it's, it's tough to do it, but.
Yeah, I mean, thinking about it, like an 11, 12-piece band, like playing Philly like week after week, it kind of makes sense.
I mean, I feel like every 3 months is a pretty good amount of time, like, to play shows. I mean, the album came out October last year, and it's been, I'd say every couple months I played a show, maybe every 2, 3 months. I feel like I'd probably keep that up for now until I go on the road and play every night.
Yeah.
Every night to a different audience is kind of where it's at.
Your very first gig was the XPN Free at Noon. That's kind of like amazing that like the very first show you ever played was like broadcast on the radio.
I know, it was
and like
very
streamed like online and everything. I watch it, looks and sounds great.
I actually had spoken to them briefly about doing it in the future, and at the time I had just broken my ankle and I was in bed for 3 months, and I was like planning the release of my album, and I was planning what my first show would be and stuff, and they reached out and were like, would you be interested in doing a Free at Noon? I was kicking around with the idea of releasing it on my birthday, just a self-indulging thing. Yeah, I don't know why, but it just worked out that way. And they were like, well, the only date we have available is October 11th, which is my birthday. So it just so happened that the day it came out, I was doing the Free at Noon, and it was just kind of perfect timing, really. I had done a Free at Noon before with a Creedence tribute band that I play in, called Kensington Clearwater Revival.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Yeah, we did a Free at Noon for I guess it was the 40th or 50th year anniversary of the first Creedence. I just have had a relationship with them for a few years now, and just worked out. Yeah, they're the best.
Gig number 5 for Owen Stewart is the Exponential Festival.
Yeah.
And truth be told, by the time this airs, that gig will have already happened. But here in this world, it hasn't happened yet. So like that's pretty cool. Like gig number 5, you're playing this big festival. Would this be like the biggest crowd you've performed in front of?
I've never been there, so I'm not sure what the 1:45 p.m. crowd is like.
Oh, right.
But I'm sure it's great, and I've seen videos of bands that played there, and it seems like a great crowd. So yeah, it's going to be really fun. Really excited.
Until you lose, you get wise.
So I was really impressed by your record, Done and Dusted. The songs are great. The performances are great. It has a very retro sound, I think it's fair to say. And there is like zero indication that this record was made like 1 second after 1973. How did you bottle that magic? Is there, any special like microphone techniques or tape tricks, or just the magic just happened? Any stories there?
I mean, I got to give most of the credit to Matt Schenk, who's engineered and produced with me. I mean, he's just great. He knows what mics to use and placement and all that good stuff, and knows how to get a classic sound. The drums and the bass were recorded to, I believe it's like a 70s Studer, like 2-inch tape machine. So, I mean, the drums are taped and the bass is taped, so I mean, it does have that old sound. I don't know, maybe it's the sentiment of the songs too that kind of adds to the classic sound, and most of it was recorded in my house, so that kind of gives it a little bit.
I would have never pegged that for being a home recording.
It's like a hodgepodge of some
I mean,
studio stuff,
that's the way a lot of bands, do it now.
But it was mixed at a really cool studio called Retro City.
Oh yeah,
in Germantown, and they have awesome gear and a lot of cool outboard gear and stuff that we used that, gave it that special sauce. Yeah, just I had the songs in my head for a couple years, and had been kind of just going over in my mind what different instruments I wanted to have on them, and so it had been stewing in my head for a while. It didn't just come overnight. I'd thought about it a lot, and yeah, it made it kind of easy because I already kind of knew what I wanted it to sound like and what instruments I wanted there, and different horn lines and things like that, and I just brought the guys in to record it, and they just got it. They just immediately just like, oh, all right, played the perfect thing.
And the bands that played on your set here today, are those a lot of the same musicians that played on the record? Yeah. Incredible group of musicians.
There's a few that are on the record that weren't here today, but it's basically all the same people and stuff. Although I played drums on the album.
Oh yeah.
So the next album I want to have this band with Josh playing drums, because he's awesome, and he just like brings a different vibe to it than I am able to give it, and I recorded the parts out of necessity, so that was before I had a band together, so it'd be really cool to like do a live show and record it that way. It's the first time I've ever done anything where there wasn't really anybody to be like, no, that's not a good idea, which could be a bad thing down the line. You need to have somebody to kind of hold you back from your ridiculous ideas, wee hours of the night, you want to put, sousaphone on something or whatever. But it's been really fun, yeah, so.
Same old club now.
Owen Stewart. What does the future hold for you? Any plans?
Right now, the plan is to put an EP out, which hopefully will be out already when you see this, called Glider EP. So I'm working on finishing that up and getting it out. It's already out. And just taking the band on the road, doing some touring. Hopefully I get some management and some booking, and that all kind of comes together. And I just want to tour and put out records. I have a lot of songs, and I just want to be able to release them, and that's really it. Nothing crazy. Just want to be able to do this and make it be, and have it be sustainable and not be losing money. That's always that's always
It's like better than breaking even.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for coming out on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate it.
It's been a great time.
And thank you guys for watching, and see you guys all next month on Lemon TV when the guest will be St. James and the Apostles. All right. Good night.